Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Brian here with the Pioneer SX 450. There it is. And man, a buddy of mine at work brought this thing in, and it is, ooh, Lord, she is rode hard and put away wet, right? Oh my goodness! I mean, that's not even an understatement. But my buddy at work, he's a real nice guy. He's out. He's got another job, and he's out running around doing his other job. And sometimes he stumbles across these things. Now I plugged it in. We're gonna do a. What we're gonna do is we're going to try to see if we can get this thing to work. It is rough though. Watch this. Now that might, oh, there it went. Oh my goodness. Pioneer, absolutely love Pioneer equipment. So, all right, well, let's pop the top on this thing and let's get into it. Alright, we got the top off, and man, look at the size of this transformer. Big old massive transformer, okay? This stereo receiver is rated at 15 watts per channel, and look at the size of that transformer. It's unbelievable. It's rather dirty inside. You can actually see there's print on the circuit board covered by grunge. It's got some pitting. The top is the top piece that goes in the middle here. It's metal with this wood stuff on there. And then they had two side pieces, which is rather odd. I've never seen that before. So, yeah. I love Pioneer stuff though. Let me flip it around here. You can see it back. It's kind of cool the way it's designed here. There's, it's all here though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's things missing. I love how they got it flipped up just enough to get all the dirt in there, instead of like it's conventionally this way. You're guaranteed that the dirt's definitely going to fall down into your stuff if it doesn't have a cable RCA hooked up to it. So this has a tape, a phono, and an auxiliary, AM and FM. Just a very basic little deal. You can hook 4 speakers up to it. The light bulbs right here. This screen. All right. Well, let's. Uh-oh. That ain't right. That is not. They don't do that at the factory. See that? That's not factory. That is. That's no bueno. Uh-oh. All right. That's not good. At least I'm pretty sure that's not factory. It's just going to the lights, but it's like, why is that with those? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's definitely not factory. So, all right, well, let's hook up something and see what happens here. All right, we got some wires hooked up to it, and we have some little Kenwood speakers, and I just have a little wire hooked up to the antenna just in case it decides to try and work here. Yeah, man, you can see what it looks like from the back. So let's spin it around here without getting electrocuted and see what happens. All right, here we go. Here we go. Make sure the volume. Now, I'm not going to. This is how I got it. He said it didn't work. He said he hooked it up and they couldn't get it to work. So, we are going to leave it right where he had it. We're going to turn it on and see what's up. And I did hear some noise in the speakers. Okay, now all these lights are working. Now he said he couldn't get it to work. Okay, remember? Okay, nothing's working. Okay, it's on FM. Okay, but look right here. See that? That's on. Okay, you can hear the sound, but see the balance is over here. So I seen it when he brought it in. I seen that button was pushed. So listen at that. What do you think about that? The bass is turned all the way down. How about we turn that up a little bit? The treble's all the way down. How about we turn that about where it should be, about middle ways. All right, and then here's the volume. Okay, now here's what I'm talking about. This thing, look at this thing. You know, but don't, right here, baby. Pioneer. Look at that, Pioneer. Telling you what, and the smoke's coming from my stogie, not that.
Go ahead, you deserve it. Mostly cloudy and continued cool with a slight chance of light showers and a high of 56.
I want to hear the.
Air One Worship Now. We are CJ and Lauren. Everyone's entitled to make mistakes on occasion. Okay, so let me set the table here. Lauren's father was in town visiting this past weekend.
It's kind of crazy, ain't it? Those little speakers.
Organically, a place came up, and you were kind of mistaken about that.
Wow, I love Pioneer. I'll tell you what. You know, he's such a rookie. I mean, he's such a good guy, though. I mean, for him to do what he did, bring this into me stuff. I mean, what a good guy. But yeah, he had that. I've seen that so many times where the tape button's pushed in. And I'm going to clean this up. Okay, so I'm not going to do it tonight. Today's Monday. Tonight I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to end it here for this. But I'm going to do a cleaning video. I'm going to just do it with this one. We're going to clean all this out. We're going to clean the pots and everything. Put it back together. And I'm telling you, I think you guys are going to be really surprised on how beautiful this thing turns out when it's done. 15 watts a channel, just absolutely beautiful. All right, let me enjoy my evening, and we'll pick this up on another night. Day 2, I'm going to try to get this thing cleaned out. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. Sometimes I'll spray them out. This one, I'm just going to vacuum it out. There ain't a whole lot to it, really. Just a couple boards in there. So what I do is I just use the vacuum with the soft bristles on it. it's a little better, I think. I mean, it's vacuumed out. It's not, this isn't mine, okay? So we can't get hog wild with it, you know what I'm saying? We got to be a little bit cautious. But I think it looks better, and it'll definitely perform a little better without all that dust in there, especially around the tuner. When you get all that crap out of there. I don't know if there's a cover that's supposed to... See, there's some questions I have about this. A lot of times there's covers over this. See, there's a hole right there. It makes you wonder if there's a cover missing. I don't know if there might be a cover missing. I think somebody's been in here playing around a little bit with this thing. So, all right. Let me prop it up and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Propped up, you can see how horrible... I mean, this thing is... I don't know what that is. I don't know if that can be cleaned off or not. What in the world? But I've got it sitting on I've got it propped up on a block, and I've got it sitting on cardboard. And I got me a little bit of... This is like a mild cleaner. It's just a little dish soap and a little bleach and water. And I got a little toothbrush here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go... And it looks like it's going to come off. So I'm going to scrub that. I want to try to get these knobs off. Try to get these... This is... it's like on the Marantz, they don't have the plastic on the inside. The Marantz knobs they're one piece. So you got to be real careful. I've tore these pots up before getting these knobs off. Just go real easy with them. The knobs are just wretched. And I'm going to soak them in some... See if we can get this one off. I can show you this one. Go easy. Don't get in the cracker. Hurry. I mean, these things are just absolutely filthy. Filthy, filthy. And I'm going to tell you a tip. Clean your receiver. Clean this before you deox it. Because I've had them before where I've deoxed the pots. And I went to go pull this off. And the deoxit has softened it up, and it'll just tear the pot apart sometimes. I've had it happen to me. So, I'm going to soak these guys. We're going to soak them in some soapy water with a little bleach. The reason I use bleach is you got to remember, this is old dirt. This dirt's been on there for a long time. And you just don't know what kind of funk is growing. You know what I mean? It could be mold, and you should wear gloves, but you know what? It's okay. I'm a fisherman. But it's really, really grungy. Probably put some gloves on. Use a little bit of bleach. Bleach is kill. Grandma will teach you something. It'll kill. If there's mold and stuff on there living, it'll kill it. So I'm going to get the scrubbing like I showed you. Get these things going, and then I'll get back at you. Be gentle when you do this. Don't use abrasive cleaners. If you use stuff that's too harsh, it'll take that black off. You want that black to be nice and bright. You don't want to scrub the black off. So just look at that. See the grunge coming off? I mean, this is working. This is doing what we want it to do. Just take your time. Go around with the toothbrush. This plastic ain't going to hurt this. If this ain't going to hurt your teeth, it ain't going to hurt the stereo. Just go real easy with it. Don't put no sandpaper or no die grinder. See, I put the knobs in the cleaner there. Just clean up your Pioneer here. Scrub it real good. Yeah, baby. We hear you. Looks like it's cleaned it up really nice, I think. Look at this. I think whatever was on there, if it was mildew or paint or whatever it was, it looks like it's trying to come off. And to get up underneath here where there's going to be some stuff that might want to live there, but you can make sure you introduce it to some bleach. That corner's just nice and sharp on this. It's a nice, clean little receiver. Then I got some paper towels over there I'm going to use to wipe it down. Bing. I just turned my tablet on and it's going to update for however many days it was off. But you guys kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. I mean, look at that. Oh, Lord. I should have gloves on. You know, if you ever do this, please put gloves on. You know, us fishermen, we're so hard-headed. You can't hardly tell a fisherman anything about cleanliness. We've eaten shad guts, and bluegill guts, and dough ball, you know. But yeah, man. And then what I'll do is, like, I'll do this. I'll wipe it down. It just like anything else in the world. I'm going to clean it with the brush again. I'm going to clean it twice. Give it a nice, and it didn't take a whole lot. It didn't take a whole lot. But boy, look at that. Woo, Lordy. Look at that. All right, let me continue on. I want you guys to pay attention here. See how the black, that little bit of bleach and dish soap, it's not taking the black off. You don't want that black to get taken off. See how nice the black still looks? It's not like the bees missing or anything like that. You want to just lightly, just go around it real easy. You don't want to use crazy cleaner. Some light toothpaste will work too, but the thing about toothpaste is it's a little harder to get off. This stuff here comes off real easy. All right, I want to show you guys something. If you look really close, these little spots here, see it? Watch. That's paint. Somebody, like I said, somebody has got paint on this thing. And I think a lot of that mess was paint. See that right there? I'm rubbing my thumb on it. And it's not coming off. But if you take your fingernail and scratch at it, it'll come off. See how it comes off? So it's got paint on it. See the paint? I've been scrubbing it, and you can see it's got some dried paint. So I'm going to have to go over it here. Hear that? And pop that paint off with my thumb. So I thought that white stuff might have been paint. Somebody, you know, back in the day, you know, come on, let's just be honest. When you painted, you didn't, I mean, did you cover your stuff when you painted? No. When you were sitting there rolling the roller and, you know, that stuff's just flying everywhere. But it, boy, she's coming back to life really nice. So I wanted to show you that paint spots on there. See the little paint specks? See these paint? These will come off. See all these little paint specks? This is that laminated piece of metal. These are the laminated sides. You can still see there's got paint. That's just paint spots. See the paint? Some of it's already starting to come off. I'm going to let him, this is his, if he wants to sit there and pick at that, I'm going to let him do it. I'm not going to sit here all night and pick at the paint. I might try to wipe that down a little bit better right there, but all that paint, that's his fun. I'm gonna save that for him. I mean, I've been out here wiping on it a little bit, and you can see just how disgusting this thing is, man. All right, down in there, I'm gonna show you. See these here? These are your pots that go to your volume balance, bass, treble controls. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little electric plater in here. Let's see if we can get an angle here. Just give it a little bit of like that, like there. You hear it? Spray it. Spray it in the pot. And come around here and that cleans it out. That's a volume pot right there. So get in there and spray your pots just real gently. And then just hear me working it. Oh, it's nice and smooth now. And that'll clean it out. That'll take a lot of the static out of it. You can see the pots in there. There's one there, there. Then you got this crazy whatever they were doing there. If this was mine, I would probably take those off and shrink tube it, but that's something else he can work with. So yeah, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna hit all the pots. This is about as far as I'm gonna go. I cleaned it, deoxed it. Man, look, see how nice the lettering looks and all that. I'm gonna finish wiping that down. That's just a little bit of runoff probably there. But I mean, like I said, I didn't get all the paint spots off the top. That's something he can have fun with. It's not in bad condition though, man. You know, I'm really surprised. Look how nice that glass looks. Yeah. Yeah, everything works. Everything works real nice on it now. Somebody probably gave it to him. You know, he probably was working on somebody's house and they gave it to him, and he knew if he brought it to me, I'd take care of him. A little bit of dirt still right there. I'll let him worry about that. But it's you guys can agree that it's a lot cleaner. I cleaned the pots and everything. I got it working. Remember, he said it didn't work, so we got it up and running. That was kind of the process of what I do. If it was bought, I'd probably scrape the paint off and scrub it out a little better. But you know, we don't want to take all the fun away from them. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. That's the Pioneer SX 450. Looks much better.